It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. As far as the laws of mathematics refer to reality, they are not certain, and as far as they are certain, they do not refer to reality. The true value of a human being can be found in the degree to which he has attained liberation from the self. An empty stomach is not a good political advisor. At least once a day, allow yourself the freedom to think and dream for yourself. Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Nothing will benefit human health and increase the chances for survival of life on Earth as much as the evolution to a vegetarian diet. Out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Be a loner. That gives you time to wonder, to search for the truth. Have holy curiosity. Make your life worth living. You do not really understand something unless you can explain it to your grandmother. I am not a genius, I am just curious. I ask many questions. And when the answer is simple, then God is answering. Put your hand on a hot stove for a minute, and it seems like an hour. Sit with a pretty girl for an hour, and it seems like a minute. That's relativity. He to whom this emotion is a stranger, who can no longer pause to wonder and stand wrapped in awe, is as good as dead, his eyes are closed. The release of atomic power has changed everything except our way of thinking. The solution to this problem lies in the heart of mankind. If only I had known, I should have become a watchmaker. 1945. What I see in nature is a magnificent structure that we can comprehend only very imperfectly, and that must fill a thinking person with a feeling of humility. This is a genuinely religious feeling that has nothing to do with mysticism. The most important decision we make is whether we believe we live in a friendly or hostile universe. To dwell on the things that depress or anger us does not help in overcoming them. One must knock them down alone. The intellect has little to do on the road to discovery. There comes a leap in consciousness, call it intuition or what you will, the solution comes to you and you don't know how or why. The formulation of the problem is often more essential than its solution, which may be merely a matter of mathematical or experimental skill. We should take care not to make the intellect our God. It has, of course, powerful muscles, but no personality. If the bee disappeared off the surface of the globe, then man would have only 4 years of life left. No more bees, no more pollination, no more plants, no more animals, no more man. There is nothing known as perfect. It's only those imperfections which we choose not to see. It is every man's obligation to put back into the world at least the equivalent of what he takes out of it. The most important human endeavor is the striving for morality in our actions. Our inner balance and even our very existence depend on it. Only morality in our actions can give beauty and dignity to life. A perfection of means and confusion of aims seems to be our main problem. The person who follows the crowd will usually go no further than the crowd. The person who walks alone is likely to find himself in places no one has ever seen before. We act as though comfort and luxury were the chief requirements of life. All that we need to make us happy is something to be enthusiastic about. Every day I remind myself that my inner and outer life are based on the labors of other men, living and dead, and that I must exert myself in order to give in the same measure as I have received and am still receiving. The person who reads too much and uses his brain too little will fall into lazy habits of thinking. I didn't arrive at my understanding of the fundamental laws of the universe through my rational mind. I know quite certainly that I myself have no special talent. Curiosity, obsession, and dogged endurance, combined with self-criticism, have brought me to my ideas. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. I think 99 times and find nothing. I stop thinking, swim in silence, and the truth comes to me. I fear the day that technology will surpass our human interaction. the world will have a generation of idiots. The man who regards his own life and that of his fellow creatures as meaningless is not merely unfortunate but almost disqualified for life. Only one who devotes himself to a cause with his whole strength and soul can be a true master. For this reason, mastery demands all of a person. Knowledge exists in two forms: lifeless, stored in books, and alive, in the consciousness of men. The second form of existence is after all the essential one. The first, indispensable as it may be, occupies only an inferior position. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. The pursuit of knowledge for its own sake, an almost fanatical love of justice and the desire for personal independence, these are the features of the Jewish tradition which make me thank my stars that I belong to it. That deep emotional conviction of the presence of a superior reasoning power, which is revealed in the incomprehensible universe, forms my idea of God. Never give up on what you really want to do. The person with big dreams is more powerful than one with all the facts.